Celebrity Book Club. Who's that knocking at the door? It's all your friends, you filthy whore. Your husband's gone and we've got books and a bottle of wine to kill. It's Hollywood. It's books. It's gossip. I'm shook. It's memoirs. It's martinis. It's Studio 54. It's Fellini. Celebrity Book Club. Come read it while it's hot. Celebrity Book Club. Tell your secrets, we won't talk. Celebrity Book Club. No boys are allowed. Celebrity Book Club. Say it loud and proud. Celebrity Book Club.
Buzz me in, I brought the Cuervo.
Hey, best friend! Hey, Lily!
Oh my god, hey, Steven. Isn't it funny how there wasn't a lag with each other when we said, hey, best friend, just now?
Yeah, we didn't have to be totally weird and on Zoom and not wearing any pants because we're at home. Thank you. Goodbye, year of the quarantine. Hello, year of the studio.
Yeah, goodbye, soft pants. Welcome to my hard jeans because we're in the heart of Dumbo right now.
I'm so professional. I'm decked out to the nines.
We're in three-piece Bindle and Keep lesbian suits right now. That's
I'm in
how
an
professional.
extremely fitted plaid vest and matching plaid jacket and plaid pants and a bowler cap.
Derby shoes, saddle shoes.
Yes, we are masked. Yes,
Yes.
we are distanced. My mask also matches my Bindle and Keep.
I'm in a
suit.
tartan mask right now.
I'm in an RBG mask, but RBG is wearing a tartan mask on my mask.
Celebrating Scottish Heritage Month.
May she rest in power.
Absolutely. Okay, anyway, yeah, we are back in the Prologue Studios in Dumbo, New York, one of the weirdest neighborhoods in New York City.
Super wild here. It's a great destination for people who love to take photos of bridges.
Yes. What if I put in my home office that iconic poster of all the men in the 20s having lunch?
Oh, on the girder, like building
Brooklyn Bridge.
Brooklyn, and they all have their pails.
Yeah, as like an iconic like male icon poster.
Yeah, I guess that would be very like 1994 dentist's office vibes.
My dentist growing up, Dr. McEachern, I bet we have some listeners out there who went to McEachern.
We're still seeing that
he's
sadistic doctor.
He's a child dentist.
I feel like people stick with their child dentist for a while, though.
Right, but I don't think adults are allowed to go to him.
I don't know. Teeth are for kids, honestly.
Okay. Besides the point, he had some amazing photography in his office. He had like tons of photography of babies looking badass. So it would be like babies in leather jackets.
Oh, and like sunglasses.
And sunglasses, yeah.
I mean, I've said it before. I think all dentists are sadists.
Yes, they are.
To enjoy rooting around in someone's mouth with power tools requires a sick, erotic desire to dominate.
Absolutely. I think there is a stat that's like if you're a dentist, you're like more likely to murder and commit suicide.
So
Anyway, so now that we got that out of the way, darling. Yeah, so no book today.
So we're going to take it on back to a little thing known as
the Segment Boot Series. You've heard, how does she eat?
You've heard, I think, what does she eat?
Right.
You've heard, what does she wear? Now get ready for
How does she live?
Hello, interior design.
Chairs,
Indoors,
couches,
outdoors, motifs, wallpaper,
patios,
vacation homes,
farmer sinks, kosher sinks.
solar panels, yes or no?
Ooh, okay. That's actually thrilling. Let's start off with that.
Just in general, yes.
Solar paneling. Do you believe in it or not? Is climate change real?
Okay, so I've prepared a list of secret celebrities.
I have too.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. So what we're going to do is we're going to play a little game where we're going to list some celebrities. And then we're going to do what we do normally, darling. How does she live?
Yeah, we're going to go off on each other. So I actually don't really know the answers, per se, to the celebrities that I've picked.
Okay, because I also did something that I was going to do a little in reverse where I showed you some photos.
I love that idea.
And you have to guess.
And I will describe visually the photography for our audio listeners, which is 100% of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want mine first?
Yeah, let's Start it off.
Okay. This one is very. This is sort of a me one, but
Okay.
it's kind of
It's John Boner.
yeah. It's actually his last name is pronounced Boehner.
Okay.
Okay, but that's not him. But that would be a good one, and we can do him after.
Okay. Perfect.
Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan. Now, I feel like it's very copper.
Mm,
And I don't know if I'm just saying that because I'm thinking of sculptures of Genghis Khan.
what are you thinking of when you think of Genghis Khan? I'm curious.
So let's start off where I don't like I
Who
know
is they?
who is they, and Genghis Khan like is non-binary, correct?
Yeah, no, Genghis Khan's pronouns are absolutely they, them. Well, I mean, he had quite an appetite, so I feel like he definitely was bi.
He was like a warrior.
Warrior. I might really embarrass myself here. I'm pretty sure he was like Mongol in like the Mongolian Empire.
Yeah. Okay.
Although maybe it was China.
So let's say 1200 AD.
Wasn't it earlier? Okay, because I guess growing up, to me, the thing I always heard about Genghis Khan was that like everyone's descended from him because he was like this famous,
Such a pimp.
this famous pimp, and maybe some of the sex was non-consensual. I don't know. I was not there, and I will
Right.
not speak.
Judge on that.
And I will not judge, and I will not speak for like the women in what is now known as Kazakhstan. But yeah, he apparently was quite prolific. So there's his DNA is all over the place.
Oh, so he's from Kazakhstan,
Well, I was just saying he probably got to what is now known as modern day Kazakhstan at some point and like
which is where
fucked a whole village.
Borat is from.
Yes, fictional character Borat.
Okay.
I see we're
dear friend.
stretching. We're at the limits of your factual knowledge of this
Yeah,
region.
that's it. No, but I love Eastern European cuisine. So,
Okay, yeah, so just even a little more east.
just go even a little more east. The Uyghur people. Oh God, I really am.
Yeah, that's
the
it.
Uyghur people.
Yeah.
Yes, I love Uyghur food.
Great. Okay, great. So yeah, let's start there. That's your entry point to
Yeah.
Genghis Khan.
Okay, so I did go to an amazing Uyghur restaurant a month ago, Cafe
He-
Kashgar, and
He was very rich, I would say.
So this is what I'm imagining. I feel like
he
it's
was like emperor to the boots.
Yeah, so I am imagining a little Sound of Me. So not Sound of Music. Fuck. I feel like I'm sounding stupider. Like
I'm like,
more,
it's definitely not Sound of Music.
Not Sound of
He's not
Music.
living in a chalet.
No. What's the musical that's so like cancelable from the 50s? That's like about a man from Thailand.
We're in the more sort of the northern.
How does Genghis Khan live? Let's just restart and just I'll apply to elementary school. I feel like he's really family bed in that Angelina Jolie way.
Yes. Where it's just like me and all my 6 children and like 4 wives
And
all
4
sleep
wives.
in
The
one
bed
ma-
is huge.
The bed is an absolute like regulation football field.
Yeah.
It's like there's so many bear skins.
What's weird is I think it's actually not such a high bed.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's medium. I think it's the height of a big chest.
Yeah, because if all
And
the
I do think
children
it's
and
chest
lovers,
at the foot of the bed, which is like so Property Brothers. But the
Yes.
chest is kind of like, it has a lot of like brass like studs in it or whatever.
Yes, there's like a hope treasure chest there, and I do feel like there's a lot of like eating in bed. Like trays of tea are brought there.
You think there's food in it? I mean, actually, I do think because he has this voracious appetite. He's such a pillager. Yeah, I think there's like lamb bones in bed.
And they're brought out, and servants are
Their servants are like always going through the bearskin sheets, finding lamb bones.
shaking out lamb bones, which is actually what my servant does at my home.
I think that there's a lot of like warrior stuff on display. Like he has all of his armor and headdresses.
Yes.
Like I think there's probably like a massive walk-in closet with like day armor. Then there's like ceremonial armor that's like maybe more like in a room or like
I also love calling like an armor, like a serious armor room, a walk-in closet.
a walk-in armory.
And then we have and then I feel like there's kind of a lounge that's like super low, like velvet cushions that everyone, maybe this is getting too Cleopatra, that everyone like chills on. And then there's like a huge dining room table.
I do think there's a big dining room table. Okay, here's the thing. I think that everything is very dark. I think it's extremely dark because like he just has, I think that he is like classic like bachelor where it's just like, oh, I'm a man, so everything has to be like dark wood and rock.
And like, were there oil lamps then? There's candles.
I don't even know what millennium we're talking about, to be quite honest. I'm not even within 1,000 years on this. I want to say it's BC because everyone talks like he's so old.
I feel like it is AD, but...
We can fact check this
We're going to fact check that. Okay, moving on. I'm going to show you a few photos of a celebrity's home that is right now, and I will give you some hints.
Okay.
It's on the market in Carroll Gardens.
Oh, my God. Okay, that's a huge hint.
So.
I've already got ideas. Okay, so may I?
Yeah.
Okay, so first photo, we've got a living room here. It's an old school brownstone. We've got parquet floors. We've got a very deep sort of like daybed couch. It's not very nice. It's giving me just like shitty like 2002 like dorm energy.
And we both like think about that 2002 dorm energy because I think maybe this
art
person
is insane. There is a painting on the wall of a woman, but instead of breasts, she has Eiffel Towers, and it's like this floating wispy face, like in a white like thing, and then there's these two Eiffel Towers, like where her chest is.
Okay, so painting. Think about that. That's a clue.
Painting is a clue. There's like an old like phonograph on the table, which is very just like I live in Brooklyn. I need old timey music. Things. Floor-to-ceiling bookcase, salmon walls, like an oriental rug, definitely like a non-oriental like chenille rug. Looks like green velvet bar stools in the kitchen. Painting is a clue. This other weird painting of like roses. I hate this art. I hate the coloring. Everything has this kind of dead color to it. It's all these like pale purples.
Interesting that you hate the painting.
Can I look at the next picture?
Yeah, let me just make sure. Yeah, okay, so...
On the market in Carroll Gardens. It's a woman?
It's a woman.
Y'all telling me a woman is selling a house?
A woman can buy a house?
Okay, it's got this old-timey little stove with all the, like, cast irons hanging above it. Okay, the bar stools are not velvet. We retract our previous statement. They are actually green leather, and it's, like, studded, adhered to the stools. Okay, everything is like so old-timey.
Think about, I guess, how like the couch is kind of like shitty in this way. This like person maybe like sometimes like doesn't give an F, but is really rich. And again, painting. And do you want me to tell you their profession?
Are they an actress?
Yeah.
Okay.
Brooklyn.
Right. So one thing that's coming to mind is Zooey Deschanel.
You're close. It's not that tweet. This person is almost more old.
Okay, so
or
it's
thinks
not
they are.
It's not like Kat Dennings or like that other brunette who's like, what's her name?
They're not from here.
Oh, is she Canadian?
No, the other one.
Oh, she's Mexican.
No.
Oh, she's Australian.
Who colonized Australia?
British.
Yes.
She's British. Oh, is it what's her face? Carey Mulligan? Hate her.
No, it's not. Think painting British.
British painting. Oh, it's Jemima Kirke.
Yep.
Oh, she would. Ew, is that her art in the walls?
That's what I'm wondering. I'm like, are those her paintings or is like those are her collections?
Oh yeah. Now it makes sense that it's kind of 2000 dormy vibes because she isn't.
It's like a sloppy dorm girl.
She's a sloppy dorm girl, and like to her credit, she isn't having like 18 gay designers like create this house.
I feel like she's
her.
the type of person who like doesn't really have gays.
That's actually kind of fab of her that she's not a fag hag.
In that Peggy Guggenheim way.
Right, where it's like gays like obviously are obsessed with her and love her and they're like, oh my god, Jemima! And she's like, right, I'm actually going to be out of town. Sorry.
Right. I mean, if I can say the story when I was in a music video directed by her and she was just being like so fab and like making out with her boyfriend every break we took, which was like the whole day and like smoking cigarettes and like... And then just like straddling her BF. But then it's just like, you are mom and you are painting. I feel like the painting with the Eiffel Tower's boobs is so her. To be like, it's about America.
It's about America. It's like study abroad girl. It's completely random. It's just fully bad art. Yeah.
What's behind this?
Yeah. No, that's her. And she's like, it's cool. I don't know. It's weird. I love it. It speaks to me. I'm busy.
And I just feel like I would go to her house to clean. It would just actually like take 2 full days.
Yeah, because it's so dusty and there's dust everywhere. And she's so just like, oh, I don't care. Like, do the bathrooms and like
whatever, and like it's dusty.
It's
like
really dusty. It's really dirty. I might be here, I might not.
And then she does get there at 4 and is like, "You're not done yet?"
Yeah.
I was actually kind of pissed. And you're like, I'm like on the second floor. I have like 5 more bathrooms to do with like clawfoot tubs. She's like, just go.
It's fine, I guess, to feed this fucking baby.
Starts breastfeeding.
Okay, yeah. That was a good one. So she sold it. Did she move to Hudson or something?
I feel like she has multiple homes. I'm sure she does have an upstate house.
Was she rich?
I don't know if it's
before?
still on the
I guess
market.
they were all rich before.
Yeah, isn't that the whole thing? Is that her dad is like a rocker?
Yeah.
A famous rocker.
That tracks. I'm sure we can fact check this also.
Definitely.
All right, things to fact check. Who Jemima Kirke is. Literally what millennium Genghis Khan is from.
This is all about putting, using our minds.
Yeah, I know.
It's like Jeopardy.
Yeah, it's just like Jeopardy. Okay. Are you ready for this next one?
Yep.
This is one that's been in the news. By news, I mean Twitter feed as of like yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Malia Obama.
Oh, okay. Kind of.
Did you see that photo?
Yes,
Yeah.
with the keys.
It's a babysitter.
Malia Obama.
For those who don't know, the photos surfaced of her. So Malia's like cool because she like smokes. And she was wearing these like kind of wide leg corduroys and like a half zip kind of like neon yellow sweater, like holding her like iPhone connected to her keys with like a big jangly like elephant stuffed animal keychain and like 17 other key rings on it. Just like walking, being so over it, so babysitter, and then like smoking a cigarette by a dumpster.
So badass.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So I think she lives in this, it's like a newer build apartment building.
Okay.
And it's light flooring.
Yeah. I agree. You know what I mean? Because of course she does, because everyone does.
Like, I don't think she's getting such a crown molding apartment.
But then I'm like, maybe she is, because like, isn't she like, okay, I was about to like, my impression of her is going to be like British for some reason. But I was
she's like, oh, just bin it.
But don't you think she's just like, oh, I want to live like a real person?
I feel like there's more real parts in this like newer reno. Like, I do feel like it's like a huge pile of bucket hats. That's kind of messy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like cow print and this. And like, I feel like then you walk in and like there is kind of this like big couch that her and her friends lounge on. And it is a little bit more functional, even though I'm sure it costs maybe $2,000. Or she's so just like calling Barack, being like, she being so college girl, being like, oh wait, I found this couch, Dad, on like this site. Can you like help me get it? And like Barack is like somehow like renting this like truck, and they're like picking up this huge, heavy vintage velvet couch from like a Instagram vintage store.
I don't think she needs to call Barack.
Okay.
I think that like
she's badass and doing it on her own.
Either she's badass doing it on her own, and she has her hot random boyfriend, or like her other friends are like helping her.
Yeah.
Or like the Secret Service is just like picking it up, and she's just like, whatever, like they need something to do.
Okay, she's assigning it to them.
Yeah. And they're just like, we'll help you. And she's like, oh, you guys are lifesavers. Thank you. And she's smoking. I guess to me, the couch is, so you think it's this like vintage velvet and she's being funky girl.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And found it on a site called like Dutch Oven Vintage.
Wow, that is tracking for me. Okay. Because I was actually thinking maybe she should just be more celebrity and was getting like a $12,000 couch. Like, she's not being Restoration Hardware because I feel like her parents are Restoration Hardware. And she's being more like, no, this is the Kendall Jenner couch. It's just like, whatever. It's the couch everyone has. It's cool. I'm getting it. And it's just like this sort of deep linen couch.
Okay. I mean, I was picturing that too.
$12K. But I do like the idea of her on her iPad on Dutch Oven Vintage.
And it's like pickup only, like, and she is like Venmoing
but
them.
Don't you think she's a
$2K?
little bit more like she has the Kendall Jenner couch, and then she's getting a lamp on Dutch Oven Vintage?
Okay,
and like
that
there's not that much else in the apartment. There's only like 2 random tables in the apartment, and then but everyone that comes over, she's like, yeah, like I found that lamp online. Weirdly,
They're like, whoa, Malia, that lamp is so cool. And they're all on their phones, and she's like, do you know Dutch Oven Vintage?
Bad babysitter goes to Dutch Oven Vintage.
And I think like
art on the walls, yes.
There's art, some art, not that much.
I think she is a little bit like, there's a couple framed photos. There's one small painting that her friend did.
Do you think she has that pan that was so Instagram? That's called like the 3-in-1.
Oh, the our
every
place,
pan,
the every
yeah.
pan. No, I think that Barack and Michelle got her
A
like
Le Creuset or just like an all-clad.
I
And
think
Michelle
they
was
got
like,
her an 11-piece all-clad set and was just like, it's your first apartment, you need all-clad.
yeah. And she was like, okay. And I think she's scratched the all-clad.
She somehow scratched the all-clad like within the first week and then like never used it again.
Yeah, or like rice like got on it and she like can't get it off.
Because she's like so 23, she's like delivery. Do we even know where she lives? She lives in D.C.? L.A.?
LA, New York, DC?
She was in this photo. She's
looked
not wearing a winter
LA.
coat, so I feel like LA. Because also she wants to like work in film and like be like a director.
Okay, which
assistant
actually then makes more sense that she does have the 12K ordering couch
with the
and
one
the
Dutch oven.
vintage. Yeah, and I think like she's getting in her Prius with her friend, and maybe they're going to like this vintage store.
Yeah, but maybe like there's a day on a Saturday where they go to a cool flea
market.
market.
Yes.
And she gets like one big mirror, and the big mirror is leaning.
What's that? There's some like huge flea market in LA that people are like, oh yeah, like you always spot celebrities at it.
I don't know the name of the vintage market you're referring to.
Okay. I thought as someone who's like genetically from
I
LA.
am genetically Californian, but flea markets aren't in my blood.
I do feel like, right, her bedroom is a little, like, nice sheets, but, like, not much happening. Like, side table. If she did that Cosmo article, like, what's my side table? I bet she hasn't, like, not to talk about younger people, but I feel like, right, she has, like, one kind of modern-looking vibrator.
Oh, she has, like, a dame.
Dame, like, a goo.
Like a June goo.
June goo, like.
I love my June. It gets all the places he can't. Sorry. I mean, I also feel like she's also, I don't know how far, if this is allowed in How Does She Live, but she's condoms.
Too far.
Sorry, Malia Obama uses condoms.
She definitely uses condoms. She's Malia Obama. She's not going to let some rascal
Right.
fuck her without a condom. Do you think Brock was like, Malia?
Malia? I want you to make
I know
sure.
this conversation is going to be very uncomfortable. But please use condoms. Sonos?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll throw a Sonos in there.
Mm-hmm.
But I generally think, I feel like we're just coming around to the conclusion that it's kind of empty.
Yeah, I think
Except
it
for
is.
just like clothes on the floor.
Clothes on the floor, though I feel like
Whereas
the
I do feel like
bathroom-
Sasha, for example, I don't know if she's like a grown up yet, but like I'm sure she's like so Urban Outfitters up
Which
the wazoo.
one went to Harvard?
Malia.
Okay. But yeah, I
don't know
think...
what Sasha's up to, but I feel like she has like 1,000 like little like neon cactus lights and just like
It's a little more like packed
with shit.
Yeah, and I think Malia's is like...
And it's also like brimming with buckets.
Okay. The buckets are everywhere.
Okay. Computer? Whatever. She has one.
Computer.
Celebrity Book Club.
Okay, this is like another photo-based one. And okay, this is someone from Massachusetts.
Okay.
I'll say this.
I have a list in my head. Okay.
They're a musician.
Oh.
And this is their house in Massachusetts. And I'm going to show you the outside first.
Okay, this is the saddest, most normal Arlington, like vinyl siding Cape Cod style house with like the small addition next to it. It's like a one floor. Maybe the second floor is like so attic and small.
Okay, now I'm going to kind of just
That's someone's like sad aunt who has emphysema in his house.
zoom in on some
Wait,
rooms
this
here.
is so sad.
Now you can zoom around here.
This house is so emphysema.
So it's just so...
Oh God, it's like
Us
this.
getting canceled by the emphysema council.
It has this just like putrid, like puke olive walls, electric heating, which is one of the most disgusting things in the world, in my opinion.
Wait, why do you hate electric heating?
I hate the way it looks. I hate.
And okay, this is it's not their only home.
I hope not. The art is like a big framed sunflower above the mantle. Like, this is dumb as all hell. It's so grandma and weird. This like black lacquer coffee table, all the 18 different like mixed woods. It's so small. A musician that has this house.
Yep.
In Massachusetts?
And the type of music they do is not usually associated with the North.
Okay, this is a country musician.
Yes.
With a house in Massachusetts.
Because they're from there, randomly.
Oh, wait. Taylor Swift is from Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is from Massachusetts? I really don't know. Give me a hint. Another hint.
Okay. Tales, California.
Jody Messina?
Yes, from Framingham.
What? Okay. This actually makes so much sense now that
Doesn't
you said
it make
Jody
sense?
Messina.
Because she's so high bed quilt.
She's so high bed quilt.
Raymore and Flanagan.
She's so Raymore. I mean, she is from another era. She like her heyday was like the 90s, and then she did.
If you don't know Jody Messina, Tales, California.
It's Heads California, Tails Carolina. No, it's Head Carolina, Tails California.
Also, she sings the song Lessons in Leaving. My Give a Damn's Busted.
She has My Give a Damn. Well, My Give a Damn's Busted came out when she kind of like reinvented herself in the modern country era and was like, oh, now I have to be Carrie Underwood and like be more like sassy.
Yeah.
And more tell off with like a tell off pun. And so that's when, and she like dyed her hair red or whatever. We saw her in concert with Trace Atkins. It was iconic.
At the Mohican.
But she's so aunt and she's so like walking around with these just like triple C's. And it makes sense she would have this house, I guess. It's so she has this for like visiting family.
It must be because I looked at she has a house in Tennessee and it's like a big mansion.
Yeah, a big Nashville mansion with like the massive like wrought iron Roman numeral clock, I'm sure, in the kitchen.
And she tweeted her boy being like, boy mom, and tweeted a photo of her boys playing like basketball inside her house.
Yeah, I mean, this house is just the kind of house that you would buy and be like, it needs a lot of work. We have to completely redo every single room, but it could be a cute craftsman like one day.
Right. It was on the market for a while, and I think finally sold for around
wait.
Oh, sorry.
Well, you already said it. I literally was going to guess 425.
Guess again. You're too high.
Oh, okay. 360?
She paid 307.
Wow. I mean, I guess Framingham is not the most desirable location. You're like a 40-minute drive from Boston.
Her husband is named Chris Defenbaugh.
Defenba.
Okay, let me throw a celebrity at you, though.
Okay.
Okay. How does Mariska Hargitay
live? My goodness gracious.
SVU.
Mariska, one of the warmest celebrities.
Deborah Messing's best friend.
Deborah Messing's best friend, just radiating positivity.
Supposed non-lesbian?
I mean, let's just
get
say
into that in the decor.
Okay. First of all, Buddha.
Yes.
Absolute Buddha to the boots. Yeah, I think there's like a lot of spaces for Zen in this house.
And I feel like maybe Deborah Messing gave her one of the Buddhas.
Yes. Gifted Buddhas, purchased Buddhas,
Yes.
thrifted Buddhas, found Buddhas, ordered Buddhas. I mean, yeah, she lives in LA. She's just got a small pool. It's like a modest, like 3-bedroom that she paid like 2.2 for, and it's probably worth 4.6 now.
Whoa, okay, so I was imagining actually Flatiron.
Okay, here's my question.
Bedroom.
Is she still on that show, and does it shoot in New York?
I think SVU does. It famously shoots in
New York. New York is
yeah.
the fifth character.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think she does have a house in LA, but I think it's like 6th Ave and 18th Street, and her apartment is randomly like above Old Navy.
Yes, it's in flat. Oh, okay. So I think she lives in an older building though. I think she lives in like an older doorman building, and it has like a sunken living room.
You think she's sunken? I really don't think.
I think it's technically a sunken. There's a step down. I don't think it's so 70s.
Okay.
But I think it's like
it's not a
I think it's like a
conversation
nice like Jewish parents like apartment.
Yes.
And they're having like, the big bagel brunch like on Passover, like at that kind of space. Like there's floor to ceiling bookshelves.
Definitely floor to ceiling bookcases, white built-ins.
White, yeah. Sorry, when I said floor to ceiling bookcases, I meant white built-ins.
And I feel like
the cabinetry is white. The kitchen cabinetry is white with like glass see-through. You can see all the plates, whatnot.
RBG book, Jonathan Franzen book.
The bed is high.
The bed is so high.
Yep.
I think there's piles, 3 books on each side.
Yep. Reading glasses everywhere.
Yeah, reading glasses everywhere. I think the couch is like kind of tufted and big and clunky. It's white.
Okay, it's Nancy Meyer's white.
It could even be green.
I was actually thinking the couch is a little bit more therapist.
But I don't think her TV is that big.
Oh, God, no. And this is why she's a lesbian.
Yeah, I think she's
I think she has a small lesbian TV. She has like a 42-inch.
sad. Okay, I was like, okay, I have a 42-inch or 43-inch, but for my size of
Yeah, and
apartment,
you just got back from an amazing trip in Nova Scotia.
I think before I had a really small lesbian TV. It was like 26 inches. And my girlfriend and I was like, I want to get the 60. And she was like, no. And even the 42, she was like, that sounds too big. And I was like, I'm legally blind. Getting the 42.
No, I mean, when I go to your house, I have to use binoculars to see the television from your couch. That's quite far.
Yours is what, 60?
Yeah. It's 55.
Okay.
Which is the bare minimum I think the TV should be.
And that's when you can have lesbian territory.
Yes.
Kind of crazy because most lesbians are seeing impaired, I think. Most of them need glasses.
Yes. No, glasses are huge in the lesbian community. As we saw in Elizabeth Warren's children's book, glasses were everywhere. Yeah, you would think they want a bigger TV. But there's just something that's too like ingrained, I think, in everyone's gendered mind that like a big TV is
or for like men who watch
in
sports. Yes.
And so it just feels too game day.
Well, and I think there's a thing with women where they think that TVs are tacky.
All lesbians are like at least 15% Cambridge mom, where they're just like, come on, kids.
Yeah,
no
turn
TV,
it off.
Turn
Your
it
half
off.
hour is done.
All right.
Like I had such strict TV time
Did your
growing
mom?
up, which is I think why I yearn for it.
Yeah, where you really, yeah. Did your mom like bring snacks, like bring like Gorp like into the movie
to
theater?
the movie theater, yes, we were that fam. I know, not every time, but like yeah, snacks were brought in.
When I
to
first
the movies,
when I didn't like see that culture until I went to our school to BB&N in 6th grade. Because I went to like normal public school in my suburb before that. And then I started going to school with like crazy liberal like Cambridge moms. And this like one kid like did that at the movie and like was just like pulled this like little bag of like peanuts and M&Ms out of his
like
pocket. Raisins. And he was like, oh yeah, like my mom always does this at the theater. And I was like, what the fuck? My first thought was just like, that's illegal. And my first thought was like narking. I was just like, okay, weird. Like,
well, you're
literally taking business away from movie theater. I'm a big supporter of theaters.
That's like, and that theater did close. So actually, you've been right this whole time.
It was like they make their profit on the concession stand. But then I was just like, literally the point of going to movies is like have fun candy and soda. Like what?
Yeah,
why is
popcorn.
your mom trying to like fucking like harsh everyone's mellow?
Yeah, because they're insane Cambridge moms. Okay, and I just like that happened a few times. Like, and then I got most of the time I got popcorn.
Badass.
Totally badass. But my mom was very, I feel like, bringing a huge book to the movie theater. Like we would get there and like we would have like 5 minutes till the preview started. Okay. And she was like bringing this
She'd
like
pull out this Churchill bio.
Huge tome that I'm sure was about like a deeply disturbed like immigrant who was like beaten.
Yes.
And then it transcends time and it's like, do we need to bring this book to read like 5 minutes before like Clueless?
That's her time.
Yeah, that's her time. Mom time.
And let her have mom time. She deserves it. I mean, hello, mom brain. Like,
yeah, like
as a mom, I can tell you, like the like the you time comes few and far between. You need to take it when you can get it. Hell yes.
Wait, but Mariska Hargitay, does she have a husband? And like, is he on his side reading his book?
Does she have a husband?
Yeah.
I mean, I am picturing a husband with his books and his reading glasses.
And his glasses on the side.
And her husband's name is like Greg Chris. And like no one's heard of him.
And he's running out and getting them like Rustin daughters.
And he's like a Broadway producer or something, you know? He's like one of those like straight guys who works in a gay space.
Yes. Like an investor in Broadway plays. Something a little bit straight.
Maybe a little bit, yeah.
In a gay way.
I mean, you know, you live in Manhattan, darling.
And they're like, we love going to La Trocatana. And it's like a Tuscan restaurant on 22nd.
No, they're like, I mean, if you go to Trocatana, like the movie's like, oh yeah, Mariska and her husband come here every Wednesday. They've been coming here for 16 years.
Yeah, she always gets her butternut squash ravioli. That's her go-to.
You really, wow, you think she's that cheesy that she does butternut squash ravioli every time?
I think she tries different things, but I think probably she's like, I know I order it all the time, but Dante, I will have the...
Oh, yeah, no, she's definitely... Oh, our favorite waiter. I mean, that's just my mom now.
Yeah, okay.
anytime she meets a waiter at any restaurant, she'll like ever go back to like, is James working tonight? We had him last time. We loved James.
Steven, you're gonna love James.
Okay, are you ready for my next?
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay, this one you actually have some like intel on already that you may have forgotten.
Okay.
Kim Petras.
Oh. Okay, well, I already do have a lot of intel on
Okay,
it.
so you like do remember.
Yeah, I don't know if this is cheating. It's just so messy and full of cigarettes.
Yeah, I guess I just wanted to say like she is the messy girl.
Yes, messy girl. Okay, but let's talk about this. I think it is like the couch is expensive.
Isn't the couch just like white leather or black leather and it's like
and it's so cheesy and like electroclash?
I think it's really cheesy and electroclash, and I don't think there's any other furniture, and there's ashtrays everywhere, and there's so many shopping bags and like clothes with the tag still on.
Well, I think also the coffee table's glass, like when she bought it, was like, that's like cool and 80s and modern, but it's absolutely covered in like 5 different ashtrays full of cigarettes and like maybe some cloves, and vape cartridges are everywhere.
Yeah, because she's having a lot of friends over.
Tons of friends over.
I mean, I will say I've been to 2 other transit girls' apartments on the other coast, and this I would say the similarities are like A, like ashtrays and lots of people over, B, messy bathrooms that are overflowing with products, and you can't even find the sink.
And like I feel like she has a Sub-Zero. Because she does just have
I guess
this
like
big
all
LA house.
homes like come with a Sub-Zero now, so
and it's like tons of Thai takeout, sushi takeout. She's saving packets. I think the packet drawer is overflowing.
Now we're putting her into hoarder territory.
Again, love you, Kim Petras.
I mean, I'm obsessed with you, Kim Petras, but yeah, I think that could be the case.
What do you do with your packets?
I save like, enough, but like at a certain point, I reach a ceiling. So I'm kind of just like, I'm not going to like keep saving packets. I'll just throw this out. Now I have enough.
Yeah. Like I feel like I'll keep and then just be like, okay, we need to get rid of stuff.
I usually keep chopsticks because I find that those little disposable wooden chopsticks can be good for other purposes, like getting little hard to reach places.
Oh my God, so true.
Sometimes I use it to actually aerate the soil in my
you're
plants.
Like, as a dildo.
As a what?
Dildo.
What did you say?
Dildo.
Oh, as a dildo.
I'm sorry, I'm being naughty. It's Friday.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's super inappropriate.
Okay. Stick it up your ass.
B, I wouldn't really get much pleasure out of like a splintery chopstick.
It was a joke.
Right, it was a joke.
Yeah.
Are you saying that my ass is so tight and tiny?
That's what I'm trying to advertise. That you have such a tight hole.
You literally can barely get it in. No, guys are always being like, I'm trying. I'm like, I'm trying too. I'm trying to open up, but it won't. The vault is closed. Yeah, so she's messy. The walk-in closet is big.
Right, there are tons of clothes, and there are stuff still on hangers.
Here's what I think about the bed. I think the bed has built-in storage.
Yes, I am. Okay, yes, I think it's like white and has those pull-out drawers.
Yeah, and it's fairly high with all the storage under there.
But I think it's like pretty comfortable because in that like messy gay way to like
and
sleep.
It's like everything's like black lacquer and like white sheets in this like Kardashian hotel way.
Yeah, but it's white leather. It's so comfortable you're like waking up at 3 being like, wait, what?
I think she has one, not to be so Malia, she has one really cool lamp. I don't think she got it on like DutchDeco.net. I think like it was a friend's, or it was like she had it in her old apartment or something, and it's like one cool lamp.
Okay. I think she also does. I think she does have some cool pieces, but they're like a little bit hard to see because they're covered in sushi and makeup.
I guess I just like, I feel like she's just never getting around to getting furniture.
And I think her TV is like 90 inches.
Her TV's 90 inches, and like most of the time she's just like going over to Dr. Luke's and like recording a track at his studio, and like she's eating there, and like sometimes she's sleeping there. And
do you think she randomly has Wii?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Wii sis.
Wii sis.
Wii sis.
That's because like Wii is kind of greater queer, or she has a Switch. Because I feel like, for example, Kristen Stewart definitely has a Wii.
Yes, because she's also like, yo, come over. We're going to have a dope night and play Wii. Like,
Kara's coming over.
Kara's coming over. What's the Gerber? Kaya Gerber. Kaya's like coming over. We're going to play fucking Nerf or something and just get hella blazed.
Yeah.
Are Kim Petras and like K-Stu ever colliding?
No.
They're having like
I mean,
separate...
actually, I don't know. They probably share like 11 assistants, but like...
Well, okay. Well, transition, we have seen some photos, but I feel like we should talk about K-Stu's.
Yeah, this is also... We've literally seen photos of that, so I don't know if we can't reveal that on the pod.
Okay, of what we saw.
Wait, what did it say? There was text on the wall?
It said like badass or like asshole or something.
Yeah.
It was like a neon sign that said like asshole.
And it was being so like Austin bar, like that like light up kind of letters.
But then I feel like it was like just like kind of Mediterranean tile.
Yeah. I mean, it was being very rec room, like pool table.
I think she is very rec room, of what I've heard.
Which is so Tampa Bay's of her in the house that Murph like, quote, lives in, a.k.a. that the show rented for her to live in.
But what do you think K-Stu's bedroom is like? Because I'm imagining it being more kind of actually like the new Prologue offices. Huge Oriental Persian rug. She's like, how fucking beautiful is this?
Yeah, I could see it. I definitely think that it's being more like either, I think it's more like Asian stuff, but maybe there's
not Buddha though.
Maybe not a Buddha, but there's maybe greater Buddha. Maybe there's a tiny gong on the dresser.
What? A miniature gong? Okay, now you've gonged too far.
Yeah, I've gonged too far. Okay. I love making just wild statements that are impossible to disprove.
And she's hitting it, going, babe, wake up.
K-Stu has a miniature gong on her dresser.
Yeah, fight me. It's like,
come for me.
Okay, and then you go into her and her girlfriend's closet, and she's like, yeah, we're both like fucking mutants. We share like clothes all the time. And it's just like tons of like ripped Guns N' Roses tees and denim jackets.
And so many denim jackets. And like so many Stan Smiths and just like 18,000 pairs of like the flattest sneakers.
Tons of Converse.
Yeah.
I also feel like she has, but it never gets really cold enough. Like a Levi's is what does she wear, but like a Levi's like trucker, like Sherpa Levi's jacket. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Do I know what you mean? Yeah, the concept that you're pushing right now isn't wildly complex.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't think of Genghis Kahn over here. Okay, so the sheets are like wildly expensive.
Are we just in K-Stu's house now?
Yeah, we're in K-Stu's house. We're there. Meet me there. Okay, the sheets are crazy expensive. The rug cost...
Do you think they're Fret, that brand? That's like every sheet is $400.
I don't even know that brand, but sure.
Our friend of the pod who has a husband, who famously has a husband...
Oh, okay.
He's obsessed with Fret sheets and like only sleeps on Fret sheets.
Insane.
Yeah.
To be straight. But it's actually is very straight guy to...
Straight guys don't care about many things, but there's a couple things that they can care about.
Leather goods,
sheets.
Do
you want to do my last one, or do you have a last one?
I have some other photos, but let's do... Okay, I'm going to rapid fire show you...
I just wanted to say this, okay, that would be funny, but it's just making me laugh just seeing it. Greta Thunberg.
Okay. Let's do 1 minute on Greta.
It's hygge. It's super hygge.
Okay, her room, because now she like is 18.
Okay, actually,
like her dorm room.
Actually, I wonder if it's just so Edward Snowden, and it's just like
I think it's like empty.
It's fully empty, and it's just like such a sad IKEA desk and like a PC.
And like maybe her parents were like, "Oh, do you want us to like frame this photo of you at like this world conference or like with?"
And she was like, "No, mom, that is stupid." Okay, now she's like French.
Does she have like a photo of her with like Malala?
I'm sure.
But like, are they
friends?
They are friends.
Yeah, they're cutting Cosmos together.
Are they hooking
they're
up?
They're like constantly at just like some random like Women of the World gala. Like
getting like, I feel like they're getting like dirty tries.
Yes, absolutely. No, they're both just like, they're not going to drink in their like respective home countries until they're like 26.
But I think maybe they're getting a little high on caffeine with each other.
Yeah, I think Greta definitely seems like she's high in caffeine. She's waking up and having like a quad matcha shot.
But yeah, her dorm, unless she like has one band poster and she's like into the National and she just has a National poster. And that's my gong. Greta Thunberg has a National poster.
Done.
Done. Period. Sis. Okay, I'm going to show you a photo right now.
Oh my God. I have to guess who this is?
Yeah.
This empty house. This crazy like mahogany-backed like custom huge couch that's like embroidered with, it's kind of like this chinoiserie, like velvet. There's like a fireplace, TV mounted on the wall, wooden ceiling fan. There's so many like built-in bars and like pass-throughs. This is such a like family rumpus room house. Is this the house that just like Miranda and...
You're so close.
Like what's his name? Like sold? I can't
Close.
remember his name.
Brendan?
No, her ex-husband.
Oh, Blake.
Blake.
You're so close.
Luke Bryan.
You're closer to Miranda.
Trisha Yearwood.
No.
I'm farther away.
You're farther away. Closer in age group to Miranda. Let me show you one more photo.
Okay. It is a female country singer?
Yes.
Oh my God.
It's like I just showed Stephen an extremely Christian photo that's like a carpeted bedroom with just like a fabric tie bed.
Fabric, like tufted bed. The footboard of the bed is like tufted 6 ways to Sunday. There's like the heaviest White House curtains I've ever seen.
Only the most
like
Christian
these, like, champagne
sex.
White House curtains. It's like faux weathered massive side table. Like a tray ceiling that has like 4 tiers to it.
No, when a curtain is like 30 pounds.
Who's fucking really Christian? I mean, it's like...
It's like, ask yourself that again. Who is close to Miranda and who is really Christian? If you think about maybe some of the songs they've put out that have Christian themes.
Right. Like Maddie and Tay?
No.
They're
go
fun
bigger.
and young. Okay, go bigger. Not like Dolly Parton. She's old.
No.
What's the first letter?
C.
Carrie Underwood?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, I didn't even show you these psychotic barstool chairs that are like
This is
curvy wood. Like it's
Wow.
at the island. And they're like...
I guess I forgot that she's that fucking Christian. That house is
Jesus
insane.
take the wheel.
Jesus take the wheel. Yeah, no.
Also, she is married to a hockey player, which adds to the like blankness of it.
It's just so like psychotically like Republican mayor of the town. Like it's crazy the amount of fabric that's in there. It's like political. It's really weird.
And as we've always said, like athletes need just like huge empty rooms.
Yeah, they need big empty rooms for their big empty heads.
So, yeah, that wraps up.
The segment Boot series, How Does She Live? It was a wild journey.
Crazy journey.
For our regular listeners, this is going to wrap up this app. But for those of you who are Patreon subscribers...
And live in the VIP lounge with your heavy curtains and huge tufted family beds like Genghis Kahn.
We're about to have a very special edition of the VIP Lounge. Friend of the pod and my comedy partner, Eric Schwartau of Talk Hole, will be joining us to talk interior design.
Oh, yes. And so if that gets you, you're like, wait, what? I love Eric's Twitter. I love when he speaks to Steven in the column.
Yeah.
And I love his butt in their nude photo shoots.
You're going to hear us talk about house hunters. You're going to hear
Colorado,
us talk about
Denver.
upcoming trends in design, renovation
And rentals.
all sorts of hot topics when the three of us chop it up in the VIP lounge. So you'll definitely want to subscribe to that. For the rest of you, we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Best.
Welcome to the VIP lounge.
Pop those bottles, show us those wristbands. This is where it all goes down. There are no rules, just ride.
Get in line for your wristband to hand over your credit card because actually your wristband will be your credit card for the night.
Hell yes. Do not lose your wristband. You can load up your wristband in increments of 50 and drinks do cost 40. So do the math.
Okay, this VIP lounge is so exciting because we have a sexy ass guest here today.
Very first ever guest in the VIP lounge. One of the comedy greats. One of Bushwick's most notorious verses.
My ex-roommate, your co-columnist.
My comedy partner, as you recently called him, or maybe I said
no,
this.
No, you
phrase,
said this last
my
night.
My sexual coworker. Because we do sex work together. Well, near each other, but not together.
Navy brat, Eric Schwartau.
Buzz me and I brought the June shine.
Damn.
Hell yes.
She got catchphrases. And she did. Yes, we are drinking hard kombucha, 6%, bitch.
Yes, brew it up.
So, Eric, we wanted to bring you on today because we just did a whole episode about interior design.
Okay.
As you know, we are big decor heads. I know that you're a huge decor head.
Yeah.
You actually wrote your college thesis at, say it with me,
Vassar College.
About house hunters.
Right.
Some would say a thesis is the original blog.
Yeah. Before there was a blog, there was a thesis.
Except I don't think people even read it as much
well,
as
I think
bloggers.
TCCs?
I think a lot of blogs are also unread.
That's true.
Right.
And
so stuff that's unread.
The idea of writing something you really care about that no one else does, I feel like that is a thesis.
But you also have an amazing...
And that was just a taste of the VIP lounge. Subscribe on patreon.com/CBCthepod to get more content like that every single week for only $5 a month. Again, that's patreon.com/CBCthepod. For $5 a month, you get access to the VIP lounge every single week. That's more Stephen and Lily every single week for only $5 a month. VIP. Subscribe. Okay, I'm super excited to show you these credits. I think you're really going to love them. They're totally in your price range. Celebrity Book Club is presented by this really awesome designer called Prologue Projects. They're doing a lot of really interesting stuff with old wood. The show is produced by Meg Murnane. She's this divorced sculptor who lives in Tucson right now. A lot of her work is really, really edgy. I think it'll work well in your foyer. There's editorial support from Leon Nafok. He's doing really fun stuff with candles right now. Candles are going to be huge, I think, for your space. Andrew Parsons, another designer that I absolutely love. I met him at the Turquoise Fest again in Tucson last year. And Madeline Kaplan. I actually haven't met her, and I've actually heard some pretty nasty things about her, but she's worth it. She's really expensive, but she's worth it. Our production manager is Persia Verlin. She's actually she'll basically work for free. I don't know her very well, but she always shows up. She always brings coffee. Original theme song by Stephen Phillips Horst. Again, very, very rigorous conceptual designer. Artwork by Teddy Blanks at Chips NY. He's a warhorse. But if you don't have a blanks piece in your home, who are you? You know what I mean? People are going to walk in and they're going to walk right out if they don't see a blanks. So yeah, you're going to want to go ahead and follow us at CBC The Pod. Invoice us at your favorite podcast app. Please subscribe to the Patreon. It's just go to patreon.com/CBCthepod. $5 a month, babe. You are going to get all the extra content, okay? That VIP lounge is popping all the way off. The conversations get salacious, okay? We're basically Catholics on the regular pod, and in the VIP lounge, we're literally all prostitutes. Hell yes. Don't forget to tell your friends about us, and post about us on Instagram, because what else are you posting?